a statement to the media, or rather he spoke in his courtroom. He's still handling different cases while the jury is deliberating the drone footage, which was an aerial view of what happened when Kyle Rittenhouse shot Jacob Rosenbaum. Oh. No, connection has failed to Twitter again. Toggle the setting on and off. Okay. Disable. And then enable Twitter. Let's see if that works. Enable Twitter. Let's see how that goes. So, talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, the jury has asked to re-see some video footage, the drone view of the Rosenbaum shooting by Kyle Rittenhouse, in order to better assess the accuracy of the charges leveled against Kyle Rittenhouse, that he heavy-duty assault rifle, heavy-duty lethal weapon to the scene of civil unrest during the racial justice protests regarding the shooting of Jacob Blake 7 times in the back. There were protests about that in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Kyle Rittenhouse is part of a group of people who fancy themselves to be on the wrong side and need to be challenged by people righteously bearing lethal weapons. So people are worried that Kyle Rittenhouse types will be emboldened if Kyle is found not guilty by the jury on the 5 counts that remain. The judge has dismissed a count of illegally being in possession of a weapon by a minor. From Twitter, so why is this not working? Maybe I need to use a different platform if Haps can't work. So fingers crossed it'll work this time. And I have to leave shortly in any case. So we'll just go now to the reprimanding, the censure of Paul Gosar, who tweeted out a video depicting current president Joe Biden. So a lot of stochastic terrorism in that post by Gosar on Twitter, using social media to try and normalize or fetishize violence against Democratic representatives and the Democratic president, is a way of trying to accelerate the trends. We know Paul Gosar has spoken at white supremacist conventions. We know he's president, and to create enough chaos that people reject the incumbent and passively or actively give power to Republicans, whether passively by losing enthusiasm for voting for Democrats because you begin to associate negative consequences with your vote, or you become actively committed to voting for Republicans. So Twitter is still not working. I apologize to anybody trying to watch via Twitter. And I guess we'll just try another broadcast on another occasion. It's been lovely to have this opportunity to chat. One of my heroes is Political Girl, and she has started a podcast, which is something to shoot for, really. She's taken her voice and her perspective on politics, which is very grounded in facts and very grounded in a determination to convey to people the urgency of the threat to democracy, and not threat, the ongoing damage being sustained by American democracy as Republicans continue to erode access to the vote in a concentrated fashion for African Americans, Black Americans, because their communities and their and areas with a high concentration of Black Americans in the population are being targeted for vote repression. forms of ID that Black Americans are more likely to use have been targeted by Republican legislation purposefully. And we could, we'll go into that next time I broadcast. All right, so I'm just getting more and more notifications that the Twitter stream has failed. So I might hop off for now and we'll talk again soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.